Anyway, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back to another episode of First Reaction Fan Reaction. I am your host, Cailin, and with me is my co-host,
Dara Whitman.
Alrighty. Today we are talking about The Legend of Korra. Of course, we are on book 4, and we are talking about episodes 3, The Coronation, and episode 4, The Calling. Very exciting.
Yes.
All right, so let's get started with The Coronation. This is something that's kind of been looming over us.
Yes.
And we're finally going to get to it. We're going to see what this coronation is all about. And not to be confused with Korra Nation, which is the Tumblr and the Facebook page of for Korra fans that I am a part of.
Oh, I thought you just made that up.
No, there's a they have a blog and they're doing there's a picture of me on that blog somewhere. Fun fact.
Good for you.
Anyway, so this is the so we're in Republic City for a lot of this episode, and we are getting ready for the coronation, of course, as Prince Wu is going to be crowned king of the Earth Kingdom.
Is he?
Is he? I don't know. It sounds like people might not be too happy about that. Prince Wu doesn't seem to have a lot of fans.
God, I keep thinking. I just feel like going back and thinking, and I'm just like keep thinking about stuff.
Thinking.
No, I mean we got to keep going before I state my facts.
Okay. So Wu starts off and he's talking about everything that he wants at the coronation. He wants a big show. He wants like a bunch of dancing badger moles, and it's gonna be like a 6-hour show, and it's gonna be like nothing Mako's ever seen before. And of course Mako doesn't really care, and Mako's more concerned with how are you going to actually rule the Earth Kingdom, because you can't just if you're gonna be a leader you have to lead.
Well, apparently he's just going to be a figurehead.
Yeah, so he's going to have advisors and ministers for that. He doesn't have to worry about the complexities of ruling a nation.
And I'm like, I hate you.
So as Wu goes off on a tangent of how he thinks everything should go, Mako asks Raiko, who shows up and starts talking, and he's like, "Hey, do you think this is a good idea to leave the Earth Kingdom in this guy's hands?" And the president says basically they're going to send him away with some very, very smart people who are going to basically take care of him. And so we're like, okay, this guy's going to be a figurehead.
Yeah.
Basically. And so Tenzin comes and they start talking about the kind of the status of the Earth Kingdom. Tenzin's like, hey, Kuvira, she's doing this thing, but she's gathering military forces. She's not ready to give it back. And Raiko's like, no. She gave me her word. She knows this is only temporary and that we're going to change, the power back to this guy.
So apparently the plan was that Kuvira said, hey, I will get everything back together and united for this king. Mm-hmm. And everybody's like, cool. And then they realized what she was doing. Mm-hmm. But Sue kind of knew what she was doing already. Yeah. And said, I don't want to do that. And then her son went along with her. Yeah. And then, I guess. Yeah. Is that the thing we're going with?
Yeah.
I know that Raiko is an idiot, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, well, Raiko is an idiot. So then we go back to the swamp, and if we recall from last time, our good friend Toph Beipong was at this swamp, and Korra found her, or more, Toph found Korra, because Korra was going through some stuff. And so Korra wants to kind of get back. She wants to be able to, be the Avatar again. So she kind of asks Toph for some help, and Korra is like, hey, the world needs me, and Toph's like, they don't really need you.
No.
She explains that during her time as a cop she kind of learned that the people change but the streets stay the same, no matter what you're gonna do, the world's always gonna be out of balance, so what's the point?
Yeah. And then she's like, but please. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, okay, here's this movie called The Empire Strikes Back. We're going to play that out.
I'm going to be the green dude, and you be Mark Hamill, okay?
Who's Mark Hamill?
He sounds a lot like Fire Lord Ozai.
He does! That's a great disturbance. Oh, did you see the Last Jedi trailer?
No, I don't want to watch the trailers because I want to go into the movie I try not to. I've seen
weird,
clips of it, but I don't want to watch it.
Somebody said it was super spoily, but it's one of those things where they say stuff, but you don't exactly know where it's gonna go.
Yeah, no, from the little bit I've seen, I couldn't tell what's going on, but I really don't want to watch it because I just want to experience the movie for myself, man.
So excited!
I'm so excited. I I just love me some Star Wars, guys. Anyway, back to Avatar, The Legend of Korra. Back in Republic City, we are in a fabulous hotel, and where we start to see people of note wander in, like a lot of the world leaders, and Bolin is there.
Yay!
So Bolin is very happy to be back in Republic City. But while we're there, he also runs into somebody that he knows, a former girlfriend.
Yay!
Eska.
Yay!
And Desna, and who are currently their chiefs of the Northern Water Tribe currently. And she compliments his threatening-looking girlfriend, which is Kuvir, and he's like, "No, we're not. That's my boss, not my girlfriend."
I missed her.
Yep.
It's nice if they can get along though after all of season 2.
Yeah. So, oh my god, we have to talk about this part because this is the funniest thing. This moment always gets me when the hotel worker comes over and it's like, there seems to be a mistake. it's like, and he says like, the room that you and your brother are in, there's only one bed, and everyone, like, that's the moment when everyone watching it, like, has to hold their breath for a second and be like, what? And then she's like, no, that's how it's supposed to be. And then we go, what? And then Desna sleeps in the tub, and then we go, oh, thank God.
It's a family show.
But every single time I've seen that with somebody, everyone always, like, holds their breath for a second, like,
look,
what?
We're not going to have incest in this show. We're just going to have some brutal murders and PTSD.
Yeah, that's the fun stuff. The friendly stuff. Oh my god. That scene gets me every time. I always have to point it out.
Oh god.
Oh, goodness. And then we see Varric and Julie also enter, and we see them, and I just really like Varric and Julie. They're so much fun.
They're the bestest. They weren't in much season 3, were they?
They were only in like the Metal Clan stuff, so they're only in the Saufu stuff. So they didn't play like a huge role in the plot, but they were there.
That's okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll get to see more of them as we go along. I would appreciate that.
Probably, considering the way you're saying that.
Yeah, well, and also with the end of this episode, it kind of implies that we'll see.
Probably shouldn't be doing this, but your cat really likes The Wire.
Are you playing? Aw, guys, my cat is so cute.
I don't know. I don't really want to mess with The Wire though, but this is just fun.
She's so friendly.
Oh well.
Anyway, so and then we see Suyin Beifong enter the hotel, and then she is greeted by her nerd son, who is Batar Jr. But now he just wants to go by Batar.
I mean, there's a point where you gotta just cut the junior.
Mother, and I forgot who his voice actor was, but Batar Jr.'s voice actor is Todd Haberkorn. So
don't know who that is.
He's in a lot of Funimation anime, so does a lot of anime dubbing. Basically, that's what I know him from. Probably video games too, but I mostly know him from his anime stuff.
All right.
So not that you would know Dara, because
nope.
Dara's never seen an anime in her life.
I saw Princess Mononoke. That's about it.
Yeah, so Suyin's not too happy. Obviously, we talked a little bit about this before, but with what Kuvira is doing, because she seems, more like a dictator than like an actual person who's trying to help people.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Also, think about this, because this is where Batar basically tells like his mother that they're engaged, or like seemingly her. I need to know how that relationship happened.
Honestly, she seems too good for him. Honestly, he seems kind of like a nerd. Not even
maybe she likes nerds.
Like a nice nerd, just like a loser nerd.
No, he seems like really smart though.
I think she's doing it for the name. He's a Beifong. She wants to get in with them Beifongs.
That's I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there isn't any romance. I'm just saying that's my theory.
Yeah, because they don't even show like any bit of like romance towards each other.
Yeah.
Wait, what if he's in on it too, though?
I don't know, but but speaking of family, Batar is also like, she's going. We're going to get married, so now she's going to be an official member of our family.
And she's like,
Suyin's like, okay, whatever. And so then we get the little exchange between Wu and Kuvira, where Wu is just a terrible person and is like, oh, you're kind of easy on the eyes. Maybe I can get you upgraded to a suite.
And I'm just like, don't.
And then Kuvira is like, no, just kick you out of your suite, actually. Fun fact.
How did she do that?
She pulls some strings.
I guess people like her more.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if people realize that, why didn't they like, do anything about it?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody did anything and like thought like, oh, she's just like doing this. No, people clearly like her better than this king guy. Mm-hmm. Why didn't you like try to stop her? You idiots. Is there a reason behind this? I need to know.
Yeah.
If there's a reason, then fine. Like, maybe you thought, oh, she's doing a good job, and blah, 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 blah.
I think people think she's doing a good job. But it turns out that she's,
No, but this wasn't, like, a big secret, though, that she was, like, kind of, like, using military force.
Yeah.
This wasn't a big secret. Like, people knew that she was doing this, right?
Yeah, I think it's all about press coverage. So I guess it depends on how it's reported. Because it could be reported as, like, a scary lady with big military is taking over things. Or it can be reported somebody's finally stepping up and helping people. So it's all about interpretation.
Okay.
Which is a big thing here. Because the people see it as like, oh my god, somebody's finally helping us. Like, we're in trouble, somebody's finally helping us. And the leaders see it as somebody's coming here and they're grabbing as much power as they can get.
Oh, you have a good... That totally just makes everything make sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, literally, yeah, the leader sees it, but then the people see it as, like, no, she's just helping us out.
Yeah, it's
like, they probably don't realize that, like, if, like, the governor doesn't agree to this, then she's not going to help them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's easy to see, like, to look at something and go, like, oh, this person is a good person because all they want is power. But if you're on the ground and somebody's giving you help, does it matter?
Oh, my God, that just made so much more sense. Oh, thank God. I was worried we were going to season 2 territory, but we're not. Okay, I'm good. Continue.
It makes sense now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's all about perspective. And then the next day, we they're still more preparing for the coronation. And we see that the royal cabinet only consists of, like, 3 people. And we was like, is that all there is? And then they kind of say that, a lot of stuff was lost when the Earth Queen was assassinated. There's a lot of looting. Like, there's really not, a lot of money going around. You don't even have, like, all of the royal finery, like jewelry or anything. All that's left is a single earring that they use as a brooch. There's no crown, nothing. And, and so this kind of 6-hour ceremony that we was hoping for isn't going to happen. Because they don't have the funds for that. They don't have the resources. So he's not very happy.
No.
He's a spoiled brat.
Nope. Well, yes, he is a spoiled brat.
Back in the swamp, we see a sparring match between Korra and Toph, which is great because Toph sees every single move coming. Well, sees every single move coming. Whatever. And, she's so good at sensing things that, and, this is Toph, like 70 years in the future than what we've seen before. So, she's had time to figure it out. So, like, her senses are on point.
Remember, there is no try.
Do or do not.
There is no, I forgot about that part.
Do or do not.
It's been a while since I've seen The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, it's a classic.
I know, it's a really good movie.
So, yeah, and Toph explains that Korra's wrong by saying that she's thinking too much and she's overthinking it. And, Toph talks about, like, how she's so connected with everything that she can basically see everything. Like, she knows what's going on even with her daughters who are, like, half a world away. Because, God, she's Toph. And she's amazing.
But she doesn't do anything about it if she thinks her daughter is screwing up. Because it feels like she thinks that her kids are screw-ups, which kind of bothers me.
Yeah, I love, like, Toph has the most questionable parenting. Of, like, one of the most, like...
we said Aang had questionable parenting. Like, it seems like Toph's worse.
Yeah, he doesn't even compare to Toph, who probably did not do a great job. Well, no, her kids turned out, okay, but, she didn't really help in a lot of aspects.
Well, one became the chief of Republic City.
Because she was trying to follow in her mother's footsteps.
And the other one ruled an entire city.
Yeah, because they both say in the last season that they're both trying to get their mother's attention in, like, different ways. One, like, acted out and the other, like, tried to follow in her footsteps.
Yeah, but it just seems like Toph isn't really proud of her kids. Like the one part where she, like, this might be the next episode that I bring.
Oh, yeah. Let's get to that point when we get to that, because I think that's an interesting point to make.
Yeah.
So back in Republic City, the coronation has started, and they pin the royal brooch.
Wow.
The response from the crowd is, like, a very light, like, golf clap, like, oh yeah.
Yeah, and we're seeing all the people there.
There's a lot of people there. All the world leaders are there. We have Tunrak from the Southern Water Tribe. We have Dezen and Eska from the Northern Water Tribe. We have Tenzin, who represents the Air Nation. Kuvira is there, I guess, as the temporary head of the Earth Kingdom. And we have Raiko there, and we have Zuko's there, and we also get to see his daughter, Izumi, for the first time.
Ooh, she's pretty.
Yeah, she's so pretty.
Yeah.
Aw, I'm just glad I got to see her.
Did she get to talk?
Does she? Does she talk in this whole show? Hold on, I gotta figure this out.
Also, why is Zuko there? He's not technically... Isn't he retired?
Yeah, but he's still like a world leader, kind of. I think he's very representative of things. Wait, now I'm like freaking out. I'm like, does Zumi talk in this whole show?
She might not have enough honor.
Oh yeah, no, she does. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I think there's a scene where, like...
Does she talk with her son, maybe?
Oh yeah, she only talks in one episode. Okay.
Does she talk to her son? I may just want Dante Bosco back. I miss him.
Don't we all? We all miss Dante Bosco. Oh, okay. Zumi's voiced by the... Okay. We'll get to that when we get to that.
Okay.
But like I was just like, hi guys, I've seen this show before, and I forgot so much.
Have you not watched it since it ended?
I haven't watched a lot of book 4, I think, since... Which
is weird, considering you have all the episodes legally.
I totally legally and not download it from questionable sources. Anyway, well, no, I think it's the first half of book 4 I watched a couple times, but then I think I just saw the latter half of book 4 as it came out. I didn't get to watch it with anybody, but I've seen the last episode a few times. Okay. That's a lie. I've seen the last like 10 minutes about time anyway. So back at the coronation, everyone's there, and it's pretty quiet. So Wu is giving his speech, and he says, "Oh, I'd like to thank Kuvira, who has done such a good job of keeping things together for the past 3 years." And so he awards her the Kyoshi Medal of Freedom for her service to the kingdom. And then she's like, "Hey, can I say a little something, something?" He's like, "Ah, sure."
And I'm like, "No!"
And we're like, "Oh no, this is not going to turn out well." And so Kuvira, does a whole speech, and she honors Suyin Beifong for giving them the idea that monarchy is, not the in thing anymore. Like, it's just a done deal. Like, monarchy is dumb. There's who needs like one family having all the power. Anyway, do we know where this is going?
I don't believe in queens or kings. Yep. I remember who said that before. Yeah. I'm sticking to my theory. Okay.
And so Kuvira says that, she's not going to hand over, this power that she's gotten over to, some dude only just to have the whole country fall apart again. So she is going to name herself the new ruler of the Earth Kingdom, and it's not going to be a kingdom anymore because monarchies are dumb. It's going to be an empire, which is somehow
That's
better.
The same thing!
It's really not that much different. Kuvira, please. Please, Kuvira. Please. Stop being an idiot. Anyway, so...
Is she an idiot, or is this just her evil mastermind plan all along?
But hey, people love this idea. People are getting up there applauding.
Well, because unlike this King Wu guy,
yeah,
she's done shit.
She's actually done shit.
It might have been done questionably.
Yeah.
But she's done it.
She's gotten things done.
Like, if people agree to just, like, surrender all their power to her, she'll give them what they need. Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not fine.
It's not fine at all. No. Kuvira, what are you doing, girl?
We do need a lady villain though sometimes, and I do kind of like it's not just what are lady villains usually interested in. I guess power is one of them. Power, or their looks.
I need to be beautiful. So
she seems okay with her looks though. So
well, she's very pretty.
When it comes to power, men also want power, so I think it's okay.
Yeah. So she's a good antagonist, I think. Ooh, Kuvira. Anyway, so after the ceremony, we see Bolin, and he seems kind of unsure.
Well, that's the point. I think he's more concerned about the fact that she made a threat saying, like, if anybody disagrees with me, crush.
Yeah, she said she threatened to crush people, and Bolin's like, hey, I think people are pretty against all, like, the world leaders are all against it. That's his thing. Like, yeah. Do we want the whole world to be against us?
And it's not, technically, like, it's not the whole world. Like you said, it's not the whole world. It's just the leaders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Varric tries to, like, brush him off, saying, no, it's fine, like, there's nothing that anyone can do to us. And, and this is interesting, Julie comes in, and they have a giant piece of spirit vine that...
yeah, what's going on?
Something's going on with some spirit vines, and we don't know, because they leave swiftly after. They're like, oh man, let's go stabilize the spirit vine. We don't know what that means.
Yeah, anyway.
once Varric leaves, Kuvira comes in and they start talking, and she tries to like be like, hey, reassure him that everything's okay. I'm not trying to crush people. Like, I don't want fighting's the last thing I want. That's the last thing I want.
It's probably more like the third thing that you want.
Yeah, it's definitely it's more up there than you are giving yourself credit for. I
feel like she probably just like doesn't want to rule just like the Earth Empire, whatever. She wants to rule everything.
I mean, like, yeah, Kuvira, yeah. And she tries to be like, I'm not going to crush anyone. Like it was tough rhetoric.
Yes,
that's the word she uses, I think. But then Suyin comes in and is like, yo, we need to talk.
Like now.
And so Bolin shuffles out, and then they start talking about. Just stuff we've talked about before. How like Suyin is like, no, you're gonna be a dictator. Like this is a dictator, and Kuvira's like, no. She's like, I'm actually helping, unlike you, who didn't want to help at all when the Earth Kingdom fell. And Suyin's like, no, I just didn't want to like be a dictator. But
did she like not do anything? Because that seems questionable.
Yeah, well, I think Kuvira paints it as that the Earth Kingdom was falling apart, and Suyin wanted to stay out of it. Suyin wanted to just like stay with the Metal Clan. Metal Clan does its own thing. Everyone else kind of has to fend for themselves. That's kind of how Kuvira points it. And Kuvira's like, no, that's it's our job to or it's our responsibility to make sure things are okay, which is why she did what she did. Suyin sees it as anyone who stepped up during that time is basically just all they want is power, and they want to be able to control the Earth Kingdom. So,
but that actually also seems questionable.
Yeah, it's both sides. You got to find the balance between them. This is hashtag book 4 balance.
So it's kind of just like, oh, like if you don't do anything, then you're a weak, like stupid person who just like only cares about themselves. And then if you do want something, all you want is power.
Right.
Somebody needs, so we got to, God, it's making more sense the more we talk about it.
Yes, I know. This is why we have these discussions, guys. And if you don't listen to them, you're really missing out. But if you're not listening to them, also, you're not listening to this, so.
Just post it on Twitter.
Just my long Twitter rant. Let's see if we can get in on those 280
Well, isn't Twitter
characters.
putting out, you can have more characters now?
Yeah, some people have the capability to go up to 280 characters.
No, they said they were going to let you do more now, like everybody.
Yeah, I think they were playing with it. I don't think we have it yet. Hold on, now I got to go onto my Twitter and check this.
At Witty Close or whatever Caelin's is.
Mine is at Hello Cailin here if you want to follow me. But also I retweet all of the Witty Close stuff too, so just find me that way.
Is that like Hello Kitty?
No, mine is it's from the Avatar episode of the Western Air Temple where Zuko's trying to be friends with the gang, and so like when he's trying to practice his speech, he goes, "Hello, Zuko here," and so that's where I got that from. Avatar is my favorite show. I don't even know where we were right now.
The balance discussion with and then
balance. Yeah, we need balance, and then we go back to Wu and his junior suite. And Mako's just packing his
He's excited.
Clothes. Mako's ready to not have to deal with this guy anymore.
So true.
But somebody comes up to the door, and it happens to be Bolin. So Bolin and Mako start talking, and Mako's like, "Hey, this means you're not gonna like work for Kuvira anymore, right?" Because like she's like, "Nope, she's not okay, not okay in the head, not."
And Bolin's like, "But well."
But Bolin tries to paint it as that he's like, no, but like I'm actually helping people. Like, Kuvira might be doing some questionable stuff, but at the end of the day, people are still getting the help that they need. And Mako's like, no, it's still like you're still kind of a dictator.
But they are helping people.
I know. It's not black or white, which makes this so good.
You know what I also like? I see it, like for a second I thought they're like retracting Bolin a bit because being kind of like an idiot.
Yeah.
But that is kind of like unlike season 2.
Yeah.
You understand why he's like kind of sticking with this because like he's seen like being helpful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think he sees that because he's like at the front. Mm-hmm. He doesn't like, and nobody else is seeing this, so he just sees pretty much all that help.
Right.
Like he's never been there for the negotiations, obviously. Mm-hmm. So, like, he's seeing one side, and they're seeing the other side, basically.
Right. Yeah.
So, we've seen both sides. Probably also, like, tell Kuvira, like, hey, like, this isn't 100% how you do it. Like, why don't we, like, figure this out? Mm-hmm. That make everything, like, if we all just, like, talk to each other, it would all be okay.
Silly Dara thinks we can just talk to each other, then fix our problems that way.
We do that.
Silly. Oh, yeah. It is possible. The more you know.
Where's Asami in all this?
Yeah, where's Asami?
I get why she wasn't in the 4th episode, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Although Asami could have gone with them. Why didn't
Guys, I just really love Asami, and I miss her, and she's the love of my life anyway. So, Mako and Bolin get into a disagreement, and Bolin storms off because he's like, at least I'm not, a glorified butler for, that guy.
And I'm like, how dare you? He's not a glorified butler, he's a glorified bodyguard.
Yeah. And
he's unhappy with it too.
Mm-hmm. So Mako gets kind of bummed about that and goes back in and was like, why don't we just go shopping? Why don't we just do some retail therapy here? And so it's like, okay, yeah, great. Now we go back to characters that actually matter. So we're back to Korra and Toph. Toph's having a great time here. She's basically been just like throwing Korra around all day.
Yeah.
And kicking her butt.
Yeah.
Toph is like, imagine what I would have been in my prime. I would have destroyed you. And I'm like, I love you so much, you cranky old lady. And Korra's kind of bummed that, she can't, she's not really at the part that she used to be. She's still kind of, being really slow and she can't get back in the groove. And, Toph's like, well, maybe it's because you got all that metal still in your body. And we're like, oh.
Yeah, I have feelings.
Yeah, share
about this.
Share with me your
feelings.
It's
like the point where, like, and this is also bringing up, like, Toph, the fact that she says, like, what? I thought Sue got it all out. And then Toph's like, my kid, my girls never really got the medal or anything. And I'm like, that's a horrible thing. What?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, because Korra's like, I thought Suyin got all of the medal out because, she bent all the medal out. And, like, yeah, Toph's like, oh, my girls never really got medal bending anyway.
And I'm like, can't you be proud of your kids? Like, they've done great work.
The Beifong girls are some of the best medal benders in the world. And
yeah.
Toph's like, they didn't really get it.
I know you invented it. But come on.
Oh my god, parent of the year of no year. No, Toph was never parent of the year.
And then my thing with the medal still in her, that feels like a bit ex machina and kind of like messes with the PTSD thing.
You think?
A bit.
Okay.
Because it's just like, it's not, then it's, because like, I guess like you could say like the medal might be messing with her mind a bit. Mm-hmm. Which actually kind of makes sense, but like I think it would have been more interesting if it was like just like it's all in her head.
Yeah, so you think it kind of takes away from the fact that Korra needs to really look within.
Not like horribly,
yeah,
but a little bit,
yeah.
And it kind of like I think they just wanted to do it so that they could like wrap up Korra's thing and get it.
It makes it easier to wrap it up with take medal emitter instead of like please go to years of therapy after this.
Makes it easy.
Go to therapy. This has been a message from First Reaction Fan Reaction.
So yeah, so it kind of just, it makes it sound like it's pretty easy.
Yeah, but even then, Toph offers to get the medal out, but when she does, Korra's still kind of hit with those intense flashbacks and those feelings. So she can't. So in order to get the medal out of her, she still has to be able to overcome it mentally and emotionally. Mm-hmm. So back in Republic City, I almost said Ba Sing Se for some reason. I don't know why.
Because we're going to Little Ba Sing Se?
We're going to Little Ba Sing Se, which is really cute. It has like little rings in it and stuff. And it's like, oh, let's totally trivialize this socioeconomic inequities.
Well, isn't that what we do?
Ba Sing Se. Oh, we do that too.
Anyway, let's just say this. Like, I don't really care about this section.
Yeah.
They're at Mako and Wu are at the mall. Mako could not give it any less of a shit.
Yeah, true.
They're selling, let's say, I totally forgot her name. Kuvira stuff. They run. Wu's having a mental breakdown. Mm-hmm. There's like a budding friendship coming along. I feel like a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think Mako kind of feels bad. Mm-hmm. The end.
I couldn't say it any better myself.
Yeah, nothing really happened there.
No, it's just like, okay, yeah, well, Mako is like, Mako basically tells Wu to get his shit together. And Wu's like, oh shit, maybe I do gotta get my shit together.
You do! Yeah, I feel like if he gets his shit together, really he might be a decent character.
He probably could. We'll have to wait and see if that happens. So back in this ramp, no, we already talked about this part. Yep, this involves a lot of flashbacks. So, back at the Air Temple, we go back to Air Temple Island, and Tenzin says that, hey, yo, we gotta go find Korra.
Yeah.
Like, we can't, like, stuff's going down. We gotta have the Avatar here. And so,
yeah, what's Kuvira gonna do when the Avatar comes back? I'm kind of curious now.
We'll see. We'll have to see. So, Milo, Iki, and Jinora agree to go on a mission to get the Avatar back.
Woo!
And the episode closes on
the plant thing.
Yeah, the train, and Varric and Julie are doing test on this spirit vine thing. So Varric is there, and he says it's going to change everything. We don't know what this is. We don't know what it's going to do. But the spirit vine.
I'm curious.
Something. There's science involved.
I am curious.
Science.
Yes.
So that's the coronation. What do you think of the coronation?
It's fine.
Yeah, it's all right.
Like, the Korra stuff was the most interesting.
Yeah.
And the stuff I liked. And the stuff with Kuvira seems interesting. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And, like, I was kind of, like, weird, like, annoyed by it. But, like, honestly, talking it over, it makes a lot more sense. Yeah. If you actually think about it. And, like, if these people just, like, talked, I think, hopefully once Korra gets there, they'll just, like, you know, talk. Although, granted, like, Korra's, like, gonna get back there now. We still got, like, after, like, I mean, we'll get into episode 4, but then there's just, like 8 episodes left, plus the clip show. From what you told me.
Yeah. Oh, clip show. We're gonna get to that episode.
It's a clip show at the end.
It's a clip show at the end. We're still gonna watch it, though. We're not gonna skip over it.
Why, is there a plot point that happens?
No, there's just stuff there's little things in it I like. Anyway. Yeah, so this episode, what do I like about this episode? I just like seeing all the world leaders get together. They're fun. Some of those exchanges between, you know, Eskin and Bolin and stuff is fun. And then getting to see, we do learn a lot more, not a lot more, but we do learn more about kind of the relationship between Kuvira and Suyin a bit more, so that's good to see. Like,
what was her, like, because she was raised there, like, does she, like, have parents, or, like, was Sue kind of like her mother?
I think Sue is kind of like a maternal figure to her, so it is kind
of. So we don't know if she has parents. We don't know if they were locked up for 13 years, maybe. I have theories.
Too funny. Maybe.
Come on, what's the best way to bring the world to balance using chaos by ruling over everything and then just, like, destroying it? It's like that one game where you have to do that, I think. Risk?
Oh, I don't know. Never played Risk.
Neither have I.
I don't know games, guys. Yeah, not a lot to say about this episode, I feel like.
Not really. I mean, it was just kind of, like, it wasn't really filler, but it wasn't that interesting.
Yeah, well, some important stuff happened because, like, Kuvira, you know, basically is like, oh, hell no, we ain't giving power back. And so people are like, oh, shit, that's a thing now. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it. All right, when we come back, we're going to be talking about episode 4, The Calling. Stay tuned.
Woo! And we're back.
All right, welcome back. Now we're going to talk about episode 4 of season 4, The Calling. Who's calling? Ring, ring. Hello. It's Destiny. Pick up.
No, nobody's calling me.
I don't know. I'm not getting a calling. Anyway, so we are on Air Temple Island as our lovely air children prepare to go on a dangerous journey to find Avatar Korra.
Woo!
Or maybe it's not so dangerous. They're going to go on Pepper, who is...
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a super dangerous mission. Like,
no, they just have to find her.
Like, they got a bison, they got food. Even though Milo's like, we're going to live off the land. And I'm like, Milo, honey, it's fine if you want to live off the land. But if somebody's offering you food...
You take it.
You take the food.
That's a life lesson. If somebody's offering you food, you should take it.
Yeah. Especially with your mother, because she's a good cook.
Pema is such a good mom.
Yeah. I don't even know. What's the baby's name anyway?
Rohan.
I
don't know what he's doing. He's just a little baby.
He's like 3.
Yeah, he's a little baby. And he's not doing much. Is he an airbender? I don't think we even know. Will we ever find out? Who knows?
Who cares?
Aw.
They got 3 airbenders. It's fine.
They got a whole population of airbenders now. We good.
And they can reproduce.
Yes, they can.
Especially Bopal if they get their shit together.
They got to get that together.
Although they might end up with earthbenders too. And lava benders.
Ooh. Lava baby.
And maybe firebenders, considering the lineage.
Oh, yeah.
Just not any waterbenders.
Oh, man, yeah. we have a lot of options here.
Also metal benders, because technically with Opal's family.
Yeah. There's a whole array of
anything
children.
but water.
Turns out all their kids are non-benders.
That'd be funny, like, if they ended up, like, staying together and they had a kid and, like, it was a firebender, and then Bolin gets, like, curious, and then Maka's like, dude, like, it makes sense, like, with our genetics. I did not fuck your wife. This is not my child.
Guys, I really want a comic about that now. Where guys, please write this comic where Bolin has, like, a moment where he's like, wait, what? Or like, but
then he sees through his child's eyes, and it's got his eyes, and he's just like,
aw.
But we're making the best dad,
guys.
So would Sokka.
Such a good dad.
So would Sokka. I'm never letting this go ever.
We're never gonna stop talking about Sokka, guys, and I hope you respect that.
Listen, creators, please.
Just more Sokka.
Just let us know if he was a nice guy or something happened.
I mean, he was a councilman. That's about all we know.
He had a one-night stand with Toph.
I mean, we know it happened. I know it happened.
Anyway, go.
Anyway, so, so we are preparing to go, to find Korra, and Pema asked Tenzin, she's like, hey, can you just, should you go with them? They're, little kids. And apparently Raiko wants Tenzin to stay because there's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah,
there's
what was it? 'Cause I think, who said, Iki or Mila said, we're, Grandpa Aang was our age when he started traveling, and I'm like, I mean, he's probably Iki's age.
Yeah.
He wasn't Milo's age.
Right, yeah, Milo's a little young, but also Milo is ready. He's so ready.
He's not ready. Milo's kind of a brat.
Oh, he is a brat. He's a total.
But he's he's not he's an annoying brat. But he's not he's not a dickbag brat. He's an 8-year-old brat.
Yeah, he's just he's a little brother.
So he just needs to mature.
He's such a little brother.
Also,
you don't have a little brother, so
how
you wouldn't
come he grew hair?
How come he grew hair?
Yeah,
just because that's
he wanted to.
Yeah, probably just.
Well, no, because he was bald for.
He was shaved, but I think he just decided to grow it out.
All right,
the kids. Or maybe he keeps running away every time they bring the scissors near him.
No, but they got him bald at one point.
That's when he was a little kid, and he probably listened to what his parents said. But now he definitely doesn't. So what their plan is, they're gonna kind of fly around, and Janora's gonna see if she can sense Korra's spiritual energy, because she's really good at that. She's very good at the spirit stuff and meditating and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
so she's doing that. Milo's doing whatever.
Yeah.
And Iki's just there.
And she's doing her Iki thing. So they go to basically a bunch of different towns and stuff trying to find her.
We should point out that Milo's I'm going to show them this picture I drew of Korra.
Yeah.
And it's actually really good.
Milo is a really good artist. And
I was
drew a wonderful picture of Korra.
It's actually genuinely.
He's a talented baby. He's a talented boy, even though he's an annoying little bro. And Janora is trying to meditate, but her siblings keep interrupting her, especially Iki. It's did you find it yet?
Milo's doing it too, though.
Yeah, Milo's definitely doing it too. And so they kind of, you can see this is they're kind of starting to get annoyed at each other because they're siblings, and that's what siblings do.
So true.
It's so true.
Especially the both of us, we are the oldest and we have younger siblings. It's so true.
Yeah, it's so true. And so Miko, who's Miko? What the fuck is Miko? Milo. I need to go to bed, everyone. So Milo goes into town and starts asking people if he's seen Korra. He has an old lady, and she's like, "Oh, you're so cute," and that doesn't work. Milo finds another girl, and he's like. Can I let you in on a secret? And she's like, oh, okay. It's a cute little exchange.
Which is weird, considering, like, I was, like, so paranoid. I'm like, I do not trust her. She is a spy.
This little girl selling flowers is a spy.
Also, like, she looked older than Milo.
Yeah, she was taller than him.
She looked like 10.
Yeah. And then Iki's like, aw, Milo's got a girlfriend. And then they leave.
And then, you ruined the chance of the love of my life. Calm down, buddy.
He's such a dork. And so then they go to another town, which is a small fishing town.
Hey, we were there before.
And and so Milo kind of comes across this stand and he sees a picture of Korra. So he says, hey guys, I found Korra. But it's not the real Korra, it's just a picture of her. But they figure out that Korra was there about 6 months ago. So Milo says that he's drummed up a good old-fashioned lead.
I mean, it's kind of a lead.
Yeah.
But like but that was 6 months ago, so she could literally be anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So now we're gonna go back to the swamp, and
we're in the swamp.
You know, Toph is sitting there relaxing, and Korra's like, "Hey, what we doing? What we doing?" And Toph's like, "We're doing this. We're just doing this thing." And you know, Korra keeps trying to engage with Toph, but Toph doesn't really care. Like, Korra's like, hey, tell me some stories about the good old days. And Toph gives, like, 5-sentence summaries of, like, old episodes, basically.
I don't think it's that she doesn't care. It's just, like, that's her that's, like, the way that she, like, she can clearly tell that, like, something is messing with Korra's head.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, like, she needs to, like, do this on her own.
Yeah.
Like, I can't, like, she's not gonna, like, she doesn't really want to listen. She needs to do this on her own.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Like, Toph's like, yeah, I feel that. I've done that. It's fine.
Yeah. So Korra gets really antsy, and then Toph kind of sends her off, saying, go get some mushrooms or something.
Mushrooms.
Yeah. Mushrooms? We're having a fun night tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's party time in the foggy swamp. So back in the, with the Airbender kids, they stop at another place, and we find out that Milo decided to just chuck all the food because they're trying to live off the land. They got to do their own hunting, that they're vegetarians.
But they have, no, Milo. No, if you're given food, you finish the food, and then if you need more food, then you live off the land.
Like, Milo's also a brat. Like an 8-year-old brat.
But, like, why would he throw out the, like, I don't know what 8-year-old brat would throw off the food.
Because it's probably just I feel like a fit of self-empowerment where it's like, we don't need this.
And I feel like that was like not even half the food, maybe like a quarter of the food. Or not, no.
Like
I mean,
3/4.
3/4 of the food I meant. That's what I meant. So like, honey, I'm just like, you probably ate some of the food. You don't want to live off the land.
Yep. And so, but Milo's like, no, we're going to go look for food. And Iki gets really annoyed and she storms off. And so as she's in the forest, she kind of comes across a sugar glider. Yay! Flying squirrel.
Yay! And then
so
they're flying.
Yeah, they become friends, basically. But when Iki kind of crashes somewhere, and as she's kind of talking with the sugar glider, two soldiers pop up. They are from the Earth Empire.
Ooh.
So they are under Kuvira in some capacity, and they attack her and they capture her. So they take her to their headquarters, and they start talking with her, and she explains that, like, hey, she's there with her siblings, like her dad is Tenzin, and they're trying to find the Avatar. And these guys were like, oh, hell yeah.
Also, they're very inept, because she clearly shows that she can get out.
Yeah, they tie her up, but she doesn't need to be tied up. She's just staying there as a formality, which is great. The moment where she, like, pulls her arms out to, like, show them something on the map, and they don't really care, is fantastic. So, but the Earthbender guys are like, oh, wait, yeah, we can just, like, call up Kuvira and be like, hey, we have some Airbenders here. We have Tenzin's kids. You might want to talk to them. They're looking for the Avatar. Could be good for us. And so they start trying to...
They also find out that we have the food.
Oh, yeah, they have the food. They found the food that Milo kind of tossed down the river, and so they have that, which is good. Our children will not starve today.
Hooray!
So the soldiers kind of start saying, like, hey, where are your siblings? And they try to get information out of her, but she's not being very helpful.
But she's not being helpful. Like, it's the kind of thing, it's like, she doesn't realize, like, that she's in trouble. Mm-hmm. She's just kind of like, I don't want to see them. They're so annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, and so the soldiers it's pretty funny. So back at the swamp, it's a little more serious moment where Korra's walking and she kind of gets some visions.
I thought it was going to be an epiphany, but it wasn't.
It wasn't quite an epiphany, just some visions.
But like it's not just the stuff with Zahir. It's like every time she's been defeated by a villain.
Yeah, so, she comes across Mun, the moment where he took away her bending.
That's a fun time.
And then Unalak or Unabatu or whatever as like he was like pulling Rava from her, that really gross thing. And then we see the moment Zahir and the Red Lotus, they poison her. And so, not some good stuff. Some stuff that's really drumming up some bad things.
She's been through a lot.
She's been through
in like about a year.
Yeah, it's like within a span of a year. She went through a lot. Not a great year. So Korra doesn't take this well. She gets kind of stuck where she is. Anyway, so back with the Airbender kids, Jinora is meditating, and then Milo comes back with Pokey, and they found some berries.
Bad berries.
They're not good berries. They're very sick from the berries.
Luckily, they didn't like kill them. Bad berries.
Yeah, just like made them a little
vomity.
Yeah. Ugh, gross. And so Jinora basically asks Iki is, and Milo said that and neither of them know where Iki is, so they have to go find her. Because Jinora's like, hey, we're doing this as a family. We should probably stop doing whatever it is we doing.
Yeah. They ain't found shit.
So, back at the outpost, Iki is talking, and the soldiers kind of inform them that Iki asked them kind of like why they are where they are and why they are alone, and the soldiers explain that Kavir is taking all of her soldiers to Zalfu, because that's kind of the last place they have.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's kind of the last bit they have
of the Earth Kingdom. At least.
Yeah, of the Earth.
They're going to take over the other
Empire.
places.
And so, so once Zalfu is under their control, they're going to throw a party because they're going to be 100% complete, which is great. Yep, fantastic. Oh boy. So then they start talking about their search for the Avatar, and then the soldiers kind of give them a hand with that. They take out the map, and she just takes her arms out and just pointing to things on the map. And
you notice the giant green area.
Yeah, there's one giant area where there are no soldiers, because soldiers said if the Avatars around here, we would have known by now, because there's soldiers everywhere. But the one place they're not is the swamp, because it's the swamp. You don't want to mess with the swamp. Everybody just stay the bug out of the swamp. So once we kind of figure out that information, Iki is quote unquote saved by Jinora and Milo.
Was she really in any danger?
Well, they thought she was, so they came in and saved her. And she's like, guys, they were my friends.
So this is where she gets up.
Yeah, she just like stands up from where she was, and they're able to leave. And so they now can leave and go to their next location.
Well, Iki suggests a swamp.
Yeah, Iki's like, hey, let's go to this swamp because, this is the logical choice. After I talk to these dudes over here, we should go to the swamp. And so we start going there, back at the swamp. Toph and Korra are talking, and Korra's talking about how the swamp made her see some like crazy visions and stuff, and Toph's like, yeah, I thought that would happen. And they have a talk.
Oh, what all the villains wanted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Toph gives like a good talk, kind of explaining
that like Amon wanted equality.
Yeah.
Nobody cares what Unalak wanted.
Unalak brought back the spirits, and Zahir wanted freedom. So they all had good intentions, but they were so out of balance that they just ended up fucking everything up.
Hey, Cailin.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the book?
Balance. I think it is. I think that's the name of the season. I wonder why.
So what you're saying is Korra needs to go back.
Yes.
Find sorry. I'm really tired.
Kuvira.
Sorry. Needs to find her and be like, hey, I get what you're doing. I appreciate it. You seem like maybe a decent leader. Who knows? If you want to be part of like this group of leaders, we can all talk about it and get some balance.
Yeah, we should all get some balance.
I don't know if Kuvira's going to listen. But let's try.
Yeah. And Toph thinks that, maybe Korra doesn't want to be healed. Maybe she doesn't want to deal with problems, because if she deals with their problems, that means she, has the possibility of getting hurt again.
And I'm like, you have a good point.
Toph is so smart, guys. She grew up.
Also, question: did Unalaq really want to bring back the spirits?
Well, it wasn't what they wanted. It's what. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, he did. Part of it was just that's the good part of him wanted to bring back spirits. But that doesn't mean.
But then he also wanted a bunch of like chaos and 10,000 years of darkness.
Well, yeah. Well, all three of the antagonists, wanted not great things, but they had there was a single good intention behind them. So that's kind of the important part, is that they all three came from a good place. Unalaq, we really have to stretch it. We really have to stretch it for Unalaq.
Yeah.
God, Unalaq.
Anyway.
So,
and that was her uncle, too.
It was her uncle. Uncle
douche nozzle.
Uncle douche nozzle. And so, after this discussion, Toph takes Korra to the banyan grove tree.
To get in touch?
Yeah, so... once the airbender kids are flying over the swamp, Jinora tries to meditate and find something spirit, and she's like, there's no spirit energy here. We should go. Mila's like, yeah, let's go. And he's like, we didn't even stay and look at all. Come on, let's take a minute. And then some crazy vines reach out and pull the sky bison down.
And I'm like, because they want you to know that they're here, and you can't just wait one whole minute and feel nothing.
Yep. And so then they start kind of arguing down there, because they have different ideas of how to do things. Mm-hmm. So at the banyan grove tree, Toph explains that it's, this giant tree is kind of connected to everything. Korra's problem is that she disconnected herself, so she has to learn to be reconnected. So Korra gets to kind of focus, and she kind of does her avatar thing, kind of like Aang did on the episode of The Swamp.
Good times.
Book 2, episode 4, The Swamp. Anyway.
Why do you know that?
My favorite show.
I don't know the names of all the episodes of my favorite shows.
I used to be able to do every episode and every season. I could name them back to back, but I don't think I can do that anymore. It's been a while. But yeah, so was it episode 4 or episode 5? No, it was episode 4. Okay.
Back to the show.
So Korra's able to connect, and the spirit thing runs, and she's able to find Jinora, Iki, Milo, and Jinora senses her, and they go find her. And it's a really great scene.
We're like, yay!
Korra's so emotional, and she starts crying.
Because she sees people that love her.
Yeah, and it's been 3 years since she's seen them. Aww. They've grown up so much since she's seen them. Can you imagine? Also, I don't think she's ever seen the air glider things, the glider suits. So she's about the fuck is that?
I think she's more excited to see some kids that she hasn't seen in a while.
Yeah, that too. And so, and Korra is able to introduce Aang's grandchildren to Toph, which is a really nice moment if you think about it. They probably never met each other before.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, these are your BFF's grandkids.
She's like, eh.
And she's like, your grandfather was a pain in my butt.
And then Milo's just kind of like, wait.
It describes her as cranky old blind and figures out that this is Toph.
Toph likes that.
And Toph's a fan of that.
So maybe did she just need to I guess it kind of confused me, because it's kind of her big start to getting back to normal. Mm-hmm. Did she just need to realize that there's people out there who loved her? Did she not know that before?
Wait,
Korra.
Oh, Korra. I think that
because she knew everybody everybody loved her.
Yeah. And I think she's just trying to figure out, it's just her needing to, get back. She thinks she wants to save the world, but she's, holding herself back. And she doesn't realize she's holding herself back.
That makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah. And so...
So I gotta get that medal, though, out.
Yeah. So, Korra, they go to kind of take the medal out, and Toph says, you gotta do it yourself. So Korra's able to kind of let go of everything.
She sees some flashbacks.
She gets some flashbacks.
Of her not evil avatar state self.
Yeah.
And she gets rid of it, and then she gets back into the avatar state.
Yay!
Hooray!
And she's fixed forever. No more PTSD.
I know.
Fantastic.
Is there any more PTSD? Because that seems like a bit ex machina.
I don't think it's gone forever.
Okay,
but that's
good.
it. The bulk of it's gone, though.
Well, as long as there's still a little bit, I'll forgive it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if it was just it's all gone, that's super ex machina and probably not really healthy.
Yeah.
To say to somebody, hey, did you go through a super traumatic experience and are now seeing flashbacks and really stressed out? Mm-hmm. You know what'll help? Getting rid of that poisoned metal. Just get rid of all that 100% and you're good to go.
Perfect. So that's all we have for The Calling. What do you think?
I like this one more than the last one.
Yeah?
Probably because I was focusing on stuff that I cared about.
Yeah? Like Korra?
Yes.
Love Korra.
And even like the stuff with the kids wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the Iranian kids were fun. It was nice to see the siblings kind of doing their thing, being siblings, but...
And they actually succeeded in something.
And they did good.
They all did good. They worked as a team.
So proud of them.
Except for Milo. He didn't really do much.
Yeah.
He thinks he did. But it was mainly Iki and Janora.
Yeah.
But Milo tried. He'll get it eventually.
Yeah, Milo's just like a silly kid.
He'll get it eventually.
Silly 8-year-old kid. Boy.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I enjoyed this episode. We saw a lot of Toph this episode. I love Toph, guys. I keep saying it. I love Toph. I love Toph so much.
You do.
I really do. Especially, I don't know, like, especially in Legend of Korra, I think I really like her.
Probably because like, she's got nothing else to worry about, man.
Yeah. Well, like, when she's old, I feel like she's just, like, such a good old person.
She's like the Yoda.
Yeah. And, like, she plays off really well from Korra, I think. So it's fun to see those two kind of interact and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I just love her. Anyway, and I really like the Airbender kids plot too. I thought that was fun. They did good.
Yeah. Now we just got to go back and get the plot going. Mm-hmm. That only took like 4 episodes.
Yeah. Oh shit! Yo, he's 9 here. He ain't 8. Oh, we've been saying 8 the whole time. People are gonna be pissed at us. He's 9.
He's still acting like a 9. That's still like 9-year-old Brad.
Yeah.
Just as bad.
Yeah. So
it's fine.
To anyone who was insulted by that, we apologize.
Still, anyway, do we have any comments, or are we?
Comments for the comment corner? Yeah, we have like 1.
Okay, this is the comment corner.
This is the comment corner.
We need to make up our own song.
Oh, I have one for Good Pal Kevin.
Oh, right, go ahead.
This is from Kevin's PC. Kevin's with a Z.
Fact check, Kevin.
Fact check, Kevin. We love you. We appreciate your comments. This is from our episode 9. Oh, I made a mistake on that. Sorry, I found a spelling mistake I made. This is from our episode 9 review, or episode 27 if you listen that way. And where we are talking about, this was the stakeout.
Uh-huh.
I love the stakeout. I think it was such a good episode.
That was a good episode.
I really love that one. And so our good pal Kevin says, this is after I said Ai Wei was fucking dead because he got tossed into the Fog of Lost Souls. Mm-hmm. And he's basically on forever. Kevin says, I wouldn't call Ai Wei dead. Tenzin and company were also unceremoniously thrown into the Fog of Souls from a cliff and lived. And then there's Zhao, who's most likely thrown as well and surviving down there off the loony spirit mist he's clearly been inhaling. So here just intended Ai Wei to spend eternity in there.
I would say... Oh, were we going to say something?
No, I was just going to say it's an interesting point what we consider, if we consider that basically dead or not.
Here's my thing.
Yes.
Okay. So Tenzin, Kai, Bumi, and even General Zhao to an extent, their like whole bodies were in there. If you think about it, and what's the guy's name?
Ai Wei.
Ai Wei. Like his spirit was there, and not his body. And as we discussed, that if your spirit and your body are separated for a long time, your body will die.
Yeah.
So
that's a very good point. Yes, because we saw that in book 2 with Janora, where the body can only survive so long without its spirit. So, I mean, his physical body is definitely dead. Do we consider that being dead, or do we consider, or if how long is his spirit going to last too if it doesn't have a physical body to return to? Yeah. We don't really know because we haven't really seen that happen.
Yeah. Did he say something on the Death Note video that we did, or did we already discuss that one?
Oh, I don't think we have it. No, I didn't read our Death Note.
So this is from
yeah, we do have a comment there. This is from our Death Note Netflix movie.
Is that from Fact Check Heaven, or is that from somebody else?
No, that's somebody else.
Okay.
This is from Kotori Celeste, who says the rule about controlling people wasn't on the book in the original, but Light finds out by experimenting with the book. The burning wasn't on it. The burning wasn't on it. Okay. Yeah, but there was a similar. Sorry, this is really hard for me to read. But there was a similar in the Death Note Zero chapter manga where you could erase the name of the person and bring them back to life. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I knew about I have read the Death Note Zero chapter, and I think I mentioned that briefly in there. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, kind of source it, but I think I kind of bring back, the Life Note thing also, or, the magic eraser. I do remember the magic eraser thing. But yeah, so thanks for fact-checking us there, Kotori Celeste. Kevin, looks like you have some competition.
We still love you, Fact Check Kevin.
Kevin, we love you.
Is he subscribed to us? Fact Check Kevin, are you subscribed?
He's gotta be, right?
Probably.
Or just checks back. It doesn't really matter. Your comments are very much appreciated.
If you comment enough as Fact Check Kevin, we'll give you a nickname too.
Alrighty. Well, is that all the time? Is that all we got for today?
I think it is, yeah.
All right, well, that is all the time we have for today. If you want to follow us on all our various social medias, we would love that. You can find us on Facebook. We are Witty Close Productions. Follow us on Twitter at Witty Close. Subscribe to us on iTunes. We are Witty Close Productions there. You can also leave us a review and rate us. We love to read some of those reviews. Mm-hmm. We'll always read those on the show if you leave them, because we'd really much appreciate that. If you want to, you can join us over on Patreon and follow us there. We are Witty Close. And if you are listening to us through any other medium,
YouTube,
we are on, if any other medium but YouTube,
true,
we are on YouTube. We are Witty Close Productions there. So you can always subscribe to us. We're really trying to get past that 100 mark.
And if we're at 100 by the time this episode comes out, thanks, guys.
I'm really hoping it's at 100.
And I would say that if you guys want us to do anything in honor of 100 episodes, or the fact that we might be done Legend of Korra soon, let us know. Like a Q&A, or something special.
We'll do a live stream or something too. We can do one of those.
Yeah, if you guys want us to do a live stream.
Yeah, and answer your questions.
Yeah, we need 100 subscribers, and we'll probably do it after we're done Legend of Korra.
Yeah, and then we might talk about Firefly too, because we didn't want to do anything for Firefly.
That's true. Okay.
So yeah, ask us, think about it. Mm-hmm. Let us know. We love to see you.
Yep.
And I believe that is all we have for today. Join us next time on First Reaction Fan Reaction, as we are still in Legend of Korra. We are still in book 4, and we'll be talking about episode 5, Enemy at the Gates, and episode 6, The Battle of Zhao Fu.
Those seem important.
They seem kind of like big episodes. We'll have to see what that's like.
Yeah.
All right. We will see you next time. Peace.
Peace.